Hi, I'm Janine Maxwell from Heart for Africa, and I just got back from Swaziland last week with a group of people who went in and saw that Swaziland is not doing well. Things in Swaziland are not getting better as we had hoped, but in fact they're getting worse. The first day we were there, we went to see a family, a home that had 28 children who were living there because their parents had died of AIDS. We had received their names and ages only days before that, but when we arrived at the home, there were more than 40 children living in this one home. It really took our breath away. And when we started to talk to the grandmother who was caring for these children, she explained that on the weekends, there's actually 320 children who come there to be fed because they're living in their homes in the community as orphans, and they only eat when they go to school. So on Saturday and Sunday, they need food and they come to her. Fortunately, some people have come alongside her and helped provide food for these children. And during spring breaks and school breaks, the children are there for 30 days at a time being fed. While we were there talking to these children and hearing about this terrible situation, we got news that the house right next door had just had the grandmother die. And she had been caring for 8 children for the past 5 years. Imagine, she was in her 80s, and both of the parents had died of AIDS, and she was left caring for all of these children. Now they had no one. Now there's another 8 children who are in that community who are living without parents and will be going to the same woman to be fed and to be cared for. We ask who will pay for the school fees, who will protect them, who will provide clothing, and who will provide hope for their future. We at Heart for Africa are so thankful for each of you who have helped us come alongside 3 children's homes in Swaziland. We have 150 children there who are being well cared for. They have fresh water, they have clean clothing, they're getting an education, and most importantly, they're safe. But what about the other 200,000 orphans that we have in Swaziland today? Who's going to help them? We've decided to take on another big challenge, and in 2010, we are looking for the next 15,000 children that we can come alongside and help. But we're not doing it alone. We'll be working through the local churches in Swaziland and encouraging and helping them start caring for the orphans and vulnerable children in their communities. On July 23rd, we have a very exciting event called Celebrate Letsemba, where we'll be busing 15,000 orphans to the National Stadium in Swaziland. And we'll have 3 or 4 hours of praise and worship and music and drama and speaking. We have guest speaker Stephen Lugu coming, and it'll just be a wonderful afternoon of celebration and giving thanks for the provision of food and water. But we can't do this alone. And so I'm asking, as you're heading into your Thanksgiving weekend with your family, or you're heading into Christmas and your Christmas shopping and spending time with your friends and family, I just ask that you would consider giving to Heart for Africa this year end as we're heading into December. Please give generously to us. We can't do this alone. We are willing to go and stick our necks out, bring large teams of people over to serve and help these children who can't help themselves. But we can't do it without financial support, and we can't do it without financial support of people like you. If you've traveled with us, or if you have family or friends who've traveled with us, or if you've given in the past, please know that your funds are well distributed and well used, and we need your help. So we just ask you again, and we thank you in advance for assisting us this 2009 year, and we invite you to come and join us in 2010 to celebrate Letsemba in Swaziland.